The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. To try again after the sack. Jackson, he's going to go for a big play. And got his man complete. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Good. Makes the score Raiders 7, Falcons nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Brought down at the 30.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now it's Ryan. Left side completion to Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Now a handoff for Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Touchdown, Falcons! Hayden Hurst with touchdown. Touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Get used to that, folks. The Falcons are going to look number 11's way early and often, and he's onto the stat sheet already on the first play from scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Early, the ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Gurley. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Gurley. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Let's make these babies proud right now. 43, come on, 43. Check, 43.
To throw again is Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Raiders 7.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Darren Waller.
Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Raiders 14. Falcons 10.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Guys. Check.
Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
And they'll wind this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 33 and a first. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Line number 10. Touchdown, Raiders.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Daniel Carlson to kick.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort.
And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down and 4. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A gain of 13.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. Here's Ryan. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and it's third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Malik Collins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, here's Richard. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Mike,
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
ready. 25. 54. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. 54. 58. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 25 to that.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Tuesday. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Ryan to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
At the 8-yard line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here.
In your face.
try on second down with Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Raiders 21. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Once again, it's Jacobs. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
With the score, Falcons 28, Raiders 21.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down by...
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any...
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That will tie the game, 28-all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
51, Jones! Got it. Mike's by 4. Here we go, D. Check. Fresno, wait! Fresno.
Gurley again here on first down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike by 5. Ready to go.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Gurley. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
11.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Makes the score Falcons 35. Raiders.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 27, Jackson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, the intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, but now it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught. inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
First down.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here's Jacobs. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Brought down right.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete corner.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Complete.
It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Another carry now for Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now Ryan. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
Hughes on the coverage.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Is a turnover.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Las Vegas, they move back over 500 now at 6-5.